Steph here from Family Health and Happiness, and today I thought I would share with you about how I budget and save money. So I have always been pretty good with money, but now that my financial situation has changed as a parent, I have also had to change the things that I do with my money, and I have come across some really inspiring things. So I thought I would share that with you today in this video. But first, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I would love to have you here. I make videos based on family, health and home with the intent of helping you live a happier and less stressful life. So the first thing I'm going to advise you to do is to read some sort of financial books. So my favourite one is The Barefoot Investor. It is an Australian book, but if you want something equivalent, a lot of people do like the Dave Ramsey book. I don't know what it's called, but basically these books are so inspiring and they will help you get onto the right track with your money. So as I said, I was pretty good with money already, but I did hear some great things about this book, so I thought I would give it a read, and I think I read it like within the week, and I'm not even a reader. It was one of those books I just couldn't put down. So it was quite enjoyable. So the biggest thing this book has opened up for me is about investing and saving and being actually able to save money but spend money at the same time. Because really at the end of the day, saving money is similar to dieting. So if you are on a diet and all you can eat is vegetables and it is not enjoyable, you are not going to stick to it. And it's the same thing with money. If all you do is save your money and just work, you are not going to enjoy it. So we really do need a life balance where we can enjoy money but also be able to be sensible and save our money at the same time. So after you've read this book, it is time to write up your budget. So we need to be writing down a budget of every single expense we have. So our food, our gas, our electricity, water, home insurance, car insurance. If your kids play sports, you'll need to write your sports down. Every single expense that you have. And then you'll be writing a dollar amount next to it. So there's how much it costs you each year. And then at the bottom, you'll be adding it up and dividing it. So you need to be dividing it by the frequency of when you get paid. So if you get paid weekly, for instance, you divide it by 52. And if you get paid monthly, for instance, you'd be dividing it by 12. So this is how I would do it. And then you would divide it into your accounts. So the first account would be your daily expenses account, and this is all the money, this is what you have just written down, all your expenses. So that goes into that account, and then you'd have a separate account for some splurge money. So this is money you can spend on anything you like, so takeaway coffees, going to the movies, seeing friends, buying clothes that you really don't need. All of that will go into your spending money, and then another account will be for any debts. So I put it straight into my mortgage, and then I have another separate account again for saving, and this is for saving for big things like holidays, new camera equipment, or renovations, for instance. So the big ticketed items or holidays. And my last account that I have is for food, and this is because it didn't work when I put it in with my daily expenses account, and I would overspend and then I wouldn't have enough money to pay bills. So for me, that is what's worked for me. Basically, this is just a guide of what I do. I haven't written down obviously all the amounts because it's private, but this is just something that I do, and I think that this budget is a pretty good basic budget that will work for most people, but you can add accounts for what you need and what suits you. So with the Barefoot Investor, he actually has 6 different accounts. So you can see that I have 5 accounts, but the food account is completely something that he hasn't advised to do. It's just something that I've done because it works for me. So the next thing I'd advise you to do is to make some money. And yes, I'm going to recommend another book, and this book is the Marie Kondo's Life-Changing Magic of Tidying. And yes, I did find it life-changing. If you do read the book and start reading it and going, wow, she's talking to her stuff, she's clearly like, don't get turned off by it, because it is really somebody who's very, very passionate about things and what they have done for us and served their purpose. But the message behind everything, if you read the book, is truly inspiring. So for me, I read the book and I went and actually done those things. I downloaded all the downloadables on Pinterest and I had something to mark off, and I went around and decluttered everything. So I'm advising you to go and do that, but instead of throwing the things out, which he says to do, I'd actually box everything up, put them in the garage, and then hold one big garage sale and just be done with it. And you can use this to invest, you can use the money to fix things around the house that are going to save you money, or you could use it to pay off debts, whatever you want to do. But that is the first thing I would do, is to go inside the home. So after this experience, I actually started to get more into minimalist living. So becoming minimalist, David Becker, he's got his own YouTube channel. You can check him out if you're interested. I actually just went onto Facebook and read a lot of his articles, so that was really helpful. And there is also a movie on Netflix called The True Cost, and this one here was truly inspiring because it actually shows you the process and the people and behind the scenes of what actually happens to clothes and things that you wear. So that was definitely something that helped me save money because I was more considerate about my spending in the future. So now when I go shopping, I only go shopping and buy the things that I love or that I actually really urgently need right now. So it might take me 6 months to go and buy a new Doona cover, for instance, because I haven't found what I love. And it is not a bad thing, it's only a bad thing if you actually go shopping with me. I would hate to go shopping with me because I'm so fussy. But that is because I went through this process and I only have what I love. So it's definitely saved me money. So the next thing to do is to write down a list of where you can actually save money. So for me, I have a leaking tap out the front. It's probably been leaking for the last 12 months. So my water bill is definitely going to be higher than what it should be. So I need to really get that attended to. And the next thing I need to attend to is the side light. I don't know how many times I reverse out the driveway in the morning and the light is still on and I'm in too much of a hurry to actually turn it off. So if I invest in a sensor light, it's not left on all the time. It is only turned on when someone walks past. Another way of saving money is to unsubscribe to any email listing or to put a no junk mail sign out on your letterbox, and that way you are not tempted by marketing if that is one of your flaws. But basically what you need to be doing is to work out where your money weakness is and try and trigger that point. Other things you could be doing around the home to save money could be just simply buying a draft stopper for the door or getting your windows looked at and resealed. Those things are going to be saving you on heating and cooling all year round. So definitely something to look at and to invest in. So the last thing you would do is to do a review. So as I said before, I did add a food bank account because I found that I was overspending on food if I kept it in my daily expenses account. So it did need its own separate account where I knew that once that money was gone, it was run out. So that is definitely something that I would be doing. Another thing you do is look at other ways you could be making money. So I did work 2 jobs at one stage and I did rent a room out in my house, and that really worked for me. Obviously that is not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Having a family, I would definitely not advise having 2 jobs. You do need to be spending time with your family. So it's definitely more for somebody who hasn't had kids, but that is just something that I did do. But go onto some YouTube channels and have a look because there is so many people doing videos on how to make a passive income or just on how to earn more money. So have a look into those if that's what you need to do to kick those financial goals and to live a more comfortable, happier life. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you all got something out of this video. If you have some money saving tips or budgeting saving tips, please leave them in the comments below so that we can all learn from each other. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Bye.